Hi, it's Darnell with Wave Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up some wings in the Kitchenaid Countertop Oven with air fry. And so let's get those wings cooked up right now. Okay, so I've got myself some frozen wing sections here. And I'm going to get out about a dozen and just set them here on this grate with the bake pan, because that's what you use when you've got something that's going to have a lot of dripping. Once they're all done being cooked up, I'm going to sauce them up with this Buffalo Wild Wings Parmesan garlic sauce. And I'm going to let the cooker go ahead and preheat while I'm getting the wings out. So what I'm going to do, just hit the button there to wake it up. And I'm going to keep it on 450 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the temperature it's showing. And I just press the button in to adjust my minutes, and I'm going up to 30 minutes. So I'm going to give them 30 minutes at 450. We'll see if that's enough for about 12 wings. And I'll hit start there, and we'll let that preheat. While that's preheating, I'm going to get the wings out. We just put a dozen out. For pieces that are like frozen together like this, I just leave them there, and Lord willing, they'll come apart as they get cooked or something. But just leave them out there. They will, those will probably be a little harder to cook than ones that have more space. That's understood, but just kind of go with it. I mean, you can, do things to try and thaw them ahead of time if you want. If that's your choice, if you choose to do that, to try and get them to come apart, if you want to do that. I just throw them on there and cook them up, and I, check my temperatures in the end. But let's see, we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I just need a couple more, and then we'll have our full dozen on here. So I'm just making room to set out a couple more. Now this cooker has no pause, so it's like a cook with no breaks once you start cooking. And so I'm just going to leave them in and let them cook. I'm not going to try and flip them or anything of that sort. We'll just deal with what we get, and we won't pitch a fit about that. So we got our dozen wings out here, and just going to let those hang out while things finish preheating. Once the preheat's done, we'll get them on in. Alright, the preheat is finished. I've got a rack on level 2, which is the higher level up. And so I put the wings on in there, close up, and I'm going to turn the knob back to my full 30 minutes, because after it's done preheating, it doesn't give you time to open the door. It just starts counting down. So I just turned it back to my full 30. We'll let that go ahead and run. When I bring you back, Lord willing, that I test them and they're nice and hot and all done, I'll have the sauce in the bowl, and we can start saucing these up. Alright, I just wanted to give you a quick look at things. With almost 10 minutes left in the cook, you can see that the wings, they're not nearly cooked yet. I might just, purely off eyeballing it, add another 15 minutes to them. So, I'm going to let them keep going, but like I said, I might just add another 15 minutes to the end of this, because I can't say I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. These are not nearly done in this amount of time. Not nearly. They're not looking like they're going to make it in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I don't think I should trust these. Just my personal opinion. I'm going to basically push it on out to, another 15 minutes, so it's like 25 minutes left on the clock. So we'll just go with that, and it'll be like about a 45-minute cook instead of a 30-minute cook. I'm going to do 45 and see how they come out after that. But you can see, highest temperature, air fry. This cooker really doesn't seem to be, knocking things out real hot and fast. If you saw my initial review, and I hope that you did, that, even when this thing says 450, it's really, it might be over 400, but not by a whole lot, maybe in 420 at best. So, it's still rolling. We'll let it go 45 and see what we get. Alright, so in what is now a 45-minute cook, there is only about 6 minutes left, but I want to go ahead and flip them now since I'm going longer than I originally planned. I wasn't going to flip them, but since I'm going this long when I'm just hitting them from one side, I'm going to try and flip them. I haven't felt too much heat when I open the door, so Lord willing, I'll just be able to get in there, open up, do some flipping, and close up. So here we go. You can see how they look. They look like they're getting done, you know. Opposite side looks pretty good. Well, not on all of them, not all. So like that one there doesn't look totally done on that side. So some are, some aren't. But they're coming along now. But 30 minutes is definitely not the answer when it comes to this cooker and some frozen wings. And this one that was stuck to the other, well, they're coming apart good. So we'll just let things go ahead and continue. When I opened up, I definitely didn't feel a whole lot of hot air blowing on me, so it was tolerable. And we'll just let it continue. I'll bring you back. Now we're down to the last 30 seconds. I'm going to take the sauce. I'm going to put some sauce in, but not all of it. And I'll just sprinkle some on top after the wings are in there to help kind of, you know, get sauce on both sides of them. So that's a pretty good amount there that we got on the bottom there. So I'll just take my Thermopan and do a quick check of the temp, and then we'll get the saucing things up. I do like that the beep is not very loud. I don't know of a means to adjust that beep if there was any desire to adjust it. They're up to like 200, but I like them to have some crispiness to the skin, so I don't mind that. And so I'm going to throw them on over into my sauce now. Whoops, I thought I might drop one on the counter, but didn't want to do that. But they're looking good. The bottoms are, you know, of course, because they got cooked on both sides. So everything turned out really nice. Just took a little more time than expected. Whoops, we'll just ignore that little event there and keep on rolling. So now that I got them on in there, you can close things up in here. And just go ahead and exhaust the rest of my sauce over the top of these wings. Just squirting on out. And I do know that I could have, you know, maybe put some oil and seasoning on these before I started to cook them, and if you see some of my other videos, I've certainly done that method with other cooks. In this particular case, I just wanted to go at it just like this, and we'll let the sauce stand alone in this particular case. And when the cooker is done cooking, if you ever want to just totally turn it off, you just hit cancel like that, and that totally turns off, you know, the cooker. And there's no fan that I hear. I don't hear any fan or anything, for anyone that might be wondering. You know, this doesn't seem to be a cooker that has the fan running for a cool down after the cook, so some of you might like that. I think I've got all the sauce that I can get. I guess I could just, you know, pop the top, so let's see about that. Yeah, there we go. So we've got all the remainder of our sauce out of there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and mix things up a bit. And that bottle was just enough for 12 wings to get them well covered. So we'll just mix them all on up here. And you know, you could do this type of thing with any type of sauce you choose. If you wanted to maybe do some hot wing sauce with some butter melted, you could do that. And you know, make yourself up some hot wings if that's your choice, or you know, use any other type of sauce you want to use to mix things up. Barbecue, it's all up to you. These are looking like they're pretty well mixed around in that sauce there. Looks pretty good. Alright, so let me let you have a look in the bowl there. You can let me know how those look to you, and you can also let me know what your favorite sauce is that you sauce your wings up with. I'm going to go ahead and just take one of these out and use it for my taste test. So we'll take this one here out and set it right there. And I'm going to give it a moment to cool, give it a little time to cool, and then I'll bring you on back for the taste test. Alright, so 45 minutes. We've got our finished wings, so let's do a taste. It turned out very good. The garlic parmesan sauce is also very good. If you're a fan of that type of sauce, it worked well for you with these wings using this method. And, you know, depending on whatever cooker you have, you can do similar like I did with it, you know, straight from frozen to nicely cooked wings. And they taste good. And, you know, extra 15 minutes depending on your cooker, but it's all good in the end. And so with all that said, I will say in the video description there's a lot of ways to help the channel. You can also get my cookbook, there's a link to that. You also can get like a printed copy or printable copy of this recipe, there's a link to that. There's also, you know, my blog superwaveovenrecipes.com. Also, if you want to get the cooker itself, there's a referral link for that, pay the same price, help the channel. And so with all of that good stuff, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.